Hey guys, Angela Joy Johnson here from the Joy Hut. I've just had an amazing first half of my day actually, just really getting to know some new clients and focusing on some things that we can really do to work together. And one of the things that I've discovered over my 20 years worth of being in the health and wellness industry and experience within that realm is that there's usually one thing that really does stop people from keeping up the momentum when they start to clear the blocks to what is heading towards their success. So today I just wanted to share with you that one thing that doesn't let you keep the momentum going, and it can often be really missed, especially when you start clearing those blocks. Sometimes people are really aware of what it is that's stopping them. Sometimes they know the thoughts behind it, the self-talk, they know their fears. But if we miss this one thing that we need to really look at first, then what I find is that people get to a certain point, but then they start playing tug-of-war with themselves. And so it's like this push-pull energy all the time. So I'm going to share that with you in a second. And, before I do that, for those of you who don't know who I am Angela Joy Johnson, and I get to work with people all over the globe to help them to be able to transition into a life where they're really looking after themselves and they're really focused on what it is that they want to achieve, and helping them to be able to deal with and manage the emotions, the energy, and everything that goes into moving into a new space. Because sometimes we get, certain fears come up, certain patterns really get in the way. And I am very privileged to be able to work with amazing clients all over the world, and through my own personal experiences have found the proven strategies to be able to help not only myself but also those that I come into contact with. So I'm really privileged to really do what I do, and I love the fact that I get to meet people from all walks of life, and the things that really do hold them back sometimes are very common. And so when we work together, I really do make sure that I first look at that one thing that I'm going to share with you soon, which is the thing that stops people from really starting to create their momentum. And if we don't look at that, then often people do find that their energy can be quite scattered, and they start to get some progress, and then suddenly something stops, they start some sabotaging behavior, and they don't know what's going on. And so that one thing that I'm going to share with you is that sometimes we really need to look at what it is that we're not dealing with. And what we're not dealing with often is how we actually feel about the problem. Because we spend so much time focusing on what the problem is, and we spend so much time finding solutions for the problem. But if we have really deep level feelings about having this problem in the first place, and we don't work through that and we don't manage that and really clear that up, then that itself can be a real block. Because if you're uncomfortable at any level about even having an issue or having something that is in the way, and you've got your own judgments on that, then that can really pose a real problem for you to move forward. So we need to look at that one thing, which is, how do you feel about the problem or the issue or situation that's going on for you that is stopping you from moving forward into a life of fulfillment and happiness and real true joy that you really do deserve? So that one thing, it can be managed with so many different proven strategies, and that's a part of what I do within my one-on-ones with my clients, and utilizing a lot of the different techniques myself, now being able to share that and to educate people so that they feel really self-empowered to be able to help themselves through that transition is really important to me. And I am so grateful to be honored to be in that position to be able to do that. And so if you're finding that you've got that bit of tug-of-war going on, and you've got that push-pull energy, and sometimes you get going and then sometimes you just like stop and something happens, and you can't just seem to create that momentum and the consistency with moving toward achieving your goals, then please do reach out to me and click that learn more button that I'm going to have there below, so that you can book an initial connection call with me, and we can look at exactly what the situation is for you and how you feel about the situation. And then we can start to strategize and start to look at some ways that we can really help you to feel even a little bit better about what's going on for you. Because if we miss that one step, then essentially what's going to occur is that tug of war and that push-pull, because we have our own judgments about that, and we need to start to learn to feel comfortable with all of that uncomfortableness that does come up. And it can be really quite hidden. So one of the things that we do is look at that, how you're feeling about the issue at hand, and not just the issue itself. So we have to step back. We have to just take a moment, pause, and just really look at every single part of that process, because this is not about perfection. This is not about getting there and one day I'm going to be happy. This is about making progress. And so I'm here to help you and hold your hand along the way with that and support you any way that I can. And so feel free to contact me, click that learn more button below, and do share with us any comments that you may have on that under the post here as well. So in saying that, I'm going to head off now, and I'll see you guys really soon.